Folks, welcome back. Rudy, I apologize in advance for my wall attacks. Started playing Magic 7 years ago during the revised era of 1994. My mom would take my brother to me to the local comic book shop to buy comics. They started selling Magic. We were interested. He was 9 at the time, but taught me how to play. Even at that age, my mom would take us to tournaments, and it was hilarious how angry teenagers and adults would be when a kid in elementary school would beat them. Some things never change, folks. Ain't that the truth, man. I got my first piece of power, Unlimited Mox Emerald, in the 4th grade for $100. $100 for a piece of power. Saved up every penny of birthday and Christmas money to buy an Unlimited Lotus for $290 when I was 10, 11. Wow. Now that's crazy. Stopped collecting around 12. Never lost passion for the game. My brother wasn't playing much. I couldn't keep up with the new sets. But I did. Oh, he did finish collecting a full set of Power 9. I think half the fun was the chase. But once my power set was complete, I felt like my job was done. Fast forward 17 years. I stumbled upon Magic content on YouTube, including your channel. I got you. Anyways. All right, crap. I did the evil laugh and I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, stumbled upon my channel. Yeah, started buying new sets at the time. Shadows over Innistrad to crack for fun, but I always felt old Magic was severely underpriced. I was buying beta commons for 50 cents and alpha commons for $1. The next year, I met you and Dan in Vegas 2017. Fast forward again to 2021, I can no longer resist the urge to sell my old cards. I figured I was only selling the cards, not the memories. And finally parted with all my Power 9 over the next year or two. I had a little Power 9 FOMO and traded in sealed product, hundreds of alpha beta commons with some things to get this Ruby. I no longer feel FOMO though, so I'm happy to part with it. I'm also sending you the last of my beta commons for enjoyment. Oh, cool. So folks, we've got this. We've got 2 shady looking bricks. I'm assuming these are not the same card. I'm assuming beta. And of course we have Antonio's infamous. Beautiful. Ooh, beautiful centering on that too. Beautiful 8-5. What's the, surfaces in the 7. Remember, whenever you see high grades in all categories, but the surface is low, that's usually a sign that you have a binder ding. I don't know if we can even see that. Yeah, you can't see. Surface stuff is so tough to see in slabs. You really can't even film it at all. But beautiful eye appeal. Beautiful eye appeal. I know. Even today, I think buy lists on these things are still what? 6, 7, 8, 9,000. So even $8,000 to $10,000 today for a light played Mox is still, because you can see the biggest thing is you can see where the dings are on the side there. Where's the edges? Edges a 9, really? Dang. I got a 9 and it has that many marks on it? Is this CGC? Ah! It's like, wow. That's quite a bit of marks. It's quite a bit of edge dings across there, still being the 9s. Anyways, I don't know when the prices and everything. Obviously, there's a big argument in culture right now arguing about when people think the next bull market's ever going to return to the 2021 highs or things are going to shift and all that. I don't really have an answer. I don't really have a theory. There's no real way to know if it ever does or when it does or how many years it can take. That's something that just the market's going to have to just do when it's ready. Nobody can time the market. That's just, time in the market is always beating timing the market. Wall Street, the S&P, Bitcoin, everything, real estate, everybody always says that. And it always holds true. All right, so let's see. Are these all the same? Wait a minute. They're all... Wait, they actually are all the same? I thought you were kidding. These are all jumps? No way. Come on, man. I thought you were kidding. Oh my goodness. Well, that is a picture of Rudy can jump. Oh, whoa. Okay. I know I'm not that old. I don't have boobs that big. What would my life be like if I did? I feel like my productivity would drop. I'd spend more time in the bathroom. Okay, so we got a bunch of... Oh, What a weird batch of cards, Antonio. All right. So now I'm going to assume these are all power leaks. So hold on. You said these were the rest of your stuff. So I mean, did you just collect these two cards, or how did you end up with so many of the same? I mean, I know you said 50 cents a card back in the Vegas time when we met you, but that, hold on, I can't even open this thing. But why are they all the same? Did you, because again, a lot of people just buy out. Did you try to buy out a certain beta common? Or is this just kind of what you have left over from selling everything over the years? Huh. Oh my God, you really wrap these things. Okay, well now I'm starting to think this is going to be an entire block of power leaks. It is an entire block of power leaks. I'm just checking to see if any of the corners, we have any alphas in here. Sometimes people mix up a few. That is a lot. Oh. We're back to jump. We're back to jumps. Oh my goodness. All right, so instead of a good video here, we're going to have to rename this video. Like Alpha Investments, Rudy buys out like evil investor of beta cards or something. This is just too funny. I think people are going to laugh at me. I think I'm more excited about that many of the same card versus the actual Alpha Power. The Alpha Power is cool. Let's put it aside. But this is great. This is just memes for days and fun. Actually, overall, conditions better than I thought. I mean, you're not going to get any, 10s or anything unless you grade with CGC. You'll get an 11.6. But I mean, none of these are going to get perfect 10s. They got marks on them, but these are really nice. Some of these are pretty light play near mint. I think you can get some 8s, 8.5, maybe even a 9 or 2 out of that pile. But anyways, before we end this short video today, hold on, let me move the self-portrait of Rudy with the boobs out of the camera because you guys aren't going to listen to me. You're going to be distracted over here. All right. There's a good card. I am in the boat, obviously, that I do believe eventually vintage cards will have their day. I'm not going to continue to endlessly be negative and say it's never going to happen. I do believe it will turn and it will have its day to shine. I do think it's going to take longer and longer to get there. I don't believe we're in for a decade, a lost decade, as they say, which is pretty much 10 years of flat to negative price movement on vintage cards. But I'm predicting, I think we're going to go 3 to 5 years. That's my prediction right now. I think right now we're about year 3 on flat to negative returns since the peak of 2021. I think we need to get to probably 2026, maybe even 27 or 28. So maybe about 5-6 years. And I do think there's going to be some point where the market turns. Because remember, folks, while everybody loves this new hot, flashy Magic era, which even I admit, I just didn't think it was going to be as powerful as it is. And it is. Which shows no matter what, you can't predict the future. Even if you're a cardboard obsession person like me, you can't predict it. But there's going to be a point in time, ladies and gentlemen. You can't have $1,000 Fallout collector boxes, $1,500 Lord of the Rings holiday boxes. And if we go 2-3 more years and a Lord of the Rings holiday special box goes to $3,000, $4,000, if a Fallout collector box goes to $2,000, in March of the Machine, Brothers War, Dominaria, all these other collector boxes go to $500 to $1,000. We can't have, like, in my opinion, of course, because, Rudy's always right. That was my attempt at a joke. We can't have a market where we have new items that are $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and, unlimited power is like $2,000. Or an alpha piece of power is $8, $9, $10,000 or something. We can't have $10,000 piece of power in an era where I could trade this for 2 $5,000 boxes of Lord of the Rings, or maybe 3 boxes of Lord of the Rings, three 3,000. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I don't think that analogy and that exchange rate is going to stay that way. I do think the exchange rate will have to recalibrate. You can't have vintage, high-end, old stuff be flat for the next 10 years, and then new stuff just becomes 10 times more expensive than the original historical pieces. That is my opinion. Now, again, you all in the comment section are going to argue, no, Rudy, you're a bamboozler idiot, because the young people in the market has made it very, very clear where they want to spend their money, what they're interested in and where the money should go and what the future is going to attract money, which is the next generation of collectors and investors and players in Magic and Pokemon, everything. They want the new stuff. Don't get me started on Pokemon. New people in Pokemon, they want Scarlet Violet era product. They want Sword and Shield era product. Period. Full stop. Sure, vintage, base set, jungle, first edition, shadowless. Yeah, that's great. The 2000s, the emeralds and crazy black and white era, and these Pokemon sets which are impossible to find. Yeah, they're special and rare. But that's not where the excitement is. The fights at Costco, the battles at Target and Walmart, they want the new stuff. That's where the tendies are. That's what young people associate with. And, well, going back to Magic, that's where the Magic world is. The Magic market wants the new stuff. They are craving it. They are throwing endless millions of dollars at it. And no matter how I feel and you feel about Hasbro and Wizards and printing and all these new sets, it can't keep up, the flashy era, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Serialized cards are real. They are a thing. And you ain't seen nothing yet, Buttercup. You wait till Marvel and Final Fantasy, and we get more of these limited serialized cards out of 100 or out of 10 or more one-of-ones. It's coming. And it's going to be a really big deal, everybody. And I don't think it's going to have any, the idea of another crash on this new stuff is just, we just came out of a crash. And this market's just so strong. People are worried it's bubbly. And no, we came out of a 2-year crash of Magic, of new modern Magic already. And it just feels crazy and it feels intense because it's just, a lot of the items had no business being as cheap as they were. An Infinity collector box shouldn't have been $100. A Baldur's Gate collector box shouldn't have been $120. These prices, when it reprices and doubles in price, and oh my God, Rudy, they doubled. Well, not really. They've gone back to where they were, and the market should have never gotten that cheap. And stores and employees that were dumping everything they were just dumb. They didn't think straight. So, conclusion, thanks for watching today's video. I'll make a crazy cover photo and I'll make a dramatic title. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Going to be a big week coming up. Innistrad Remastered, Collectors in Play, followed by the monster launch of the new Flesh and Blood, The Hunted. And, have you seen the cards? I can't wait to do my stuff.